Hello, Southern Soul Tarot fam. I am doing a reading for request tonight. It is for Israel Keys. He is an American serial killer. He was born on January 7th of 78 in Richmond, Utah, and he died on 12/2/12. So, for about the 12 to 14 year span, he would claim that he committed murders and crimes. I think the one he was most known for was one that was of a girl named Samantha Ronick, I believe is how it was pronounced. And that was in Anchorage, Alaska. He abducted her at her job. That was like a kiosk, like a coffee kiosk, and then he ended up strangling her on the 2nd of February of 2012. So I guess that's the one that he's most known for because that's when he got caught. So he strangled her in a shed, and then but he liked to play with police. So there's 3 confirmed victims, but there's more than 8 likely that more women are in girls that he killed. He said he started in 1966, assaulting a teenage girl in Oregon. He kept raping and committing the murders until he was caught in 2012. He actually even blamed it on his upbringing, that he felt that it was the religion that he was brought up in that contributed to his behavior. He had also mentioned how he liked to torture animals. He had mentioned that he had went out into like basically a forest with some friends, and that he had actually taken a cat out there with him. He had tied the cat to the tree and used a shotgun to shoot the cat, and he was laughing about it. And he said when he turned around, he had realized that everybody else was sick to their stomachs, throwing up, completely horrified. And I think he kind of laughed right after that and said, I didn't expect everybody else to be kind of, reacting that way. But like I said, this request was by Bridget Harrison. So I hope you enjoy. Like I said, I went ahead and pre-shuffled the cards and cut them, but we're going to go ahead and I will shuffle them just a little bit more. I want to thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope you enjoy. I'm trying a different angle, so if it doesn't work great, I'm going to go back to my old one. Like I said, I'm doing it from my phone, so I didn't know if it would be easier to upload this way. So again, I wanted to join you, or thank you for joining me. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy it, please do. If you think anybody would like the video, please share it with them and let them know about it so that we can get the word out for the channel. And I just want to thank you for clicking on the video and liking it. So let's see what Israel Keys was. I want to see what his childhood was like, basically, because he is a Capricorn, so he is very intelligent, and I think that's why he played with the police for as long as he did, because he was able to banter back and forth and keep up with their I don't know what it would be called, but not to say that all earth signs or Capricorns or Virgo, but they're very easily to flow with conversation because they're good with communication. So let's see what his childhood was like. I said I apologize, I have allergies. That's why I have my glasses on, because my contacts were bothering me. So, all right, yeah. So when he was a child, he felt that he was dealt the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, he felt that there wasn't much emotion, much abundance, much of those things given to him that he felt that he deserved as a child. I think that could have, like I said, like he did say himself, he felt that he was, it's kind of like the Holy Grail, so it also does represent religion. So yeah, he's upside down. He said that he felt that he was forced to accept certain religion, and that's what he thinks contributed to his basically career as a serial killer. So you have the 5 of Pentacles coming out right after that. So yeah, he felt out in the cold, I think, compared to his family, because they believed one thing and he believed kind of something else. I think he really didn't know how to get it across to them. I don't think he really even wanted to, honestly. If you watch it, I haven't watched many interrogations. I watched only the one where he had made the comment about the animal, that he had shot the animal on purpose, and everybody else was horrified and that he didn't understand why. That's the only thing I've seen so far on him. But let's see why the 5 of Pentacles is here for his childhood. because he felt burdened by something, and he wanted, like, he felt that, I don't know if maybe it was because they expected so much out of him with, like, the religion and behaving a certain way, but it made him feel burdened, and I think that's why he behaved somewhat the way he did, and he wanted to put the burden down, but I think he was a bit bitter that they even put that much on him as a child. So let's see, like, what his energy was coming into the time frame of when he was committing the murders. Yes, he is a Capricorn, and here he is. He is the King of Pentacles. So he was in his energy when he was committing the murders. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was using his mind, and that shows in some of the interviews, I believe, that like I said, I haven't watched many of them. Like I said, the only one I watched, like I had mentioned, was the one about the animal. But you can tell he's playing, he's laughing, he's joking, he's wanting to confuse them, trick them, and yeah. And so with the Six of Pentacles, he's not giving equal give and take. Like, he's making them feel like he's telling them information, but really he's only giving them little bits and pieces, and then he's keeping the rest for himself, if not more. Like I said, he's enjoying playing with them. It's basically, like I said, the Pentacles, he is an earth sign, so he's playing with his Pentacles. And so he's taking advantage of the situation. You know, and he was taking advantage of it with you know, all the people he killed, and he got away with it for a long time. So that's why I think that card is there. But then, like I said, once he got caught, the communication came in fast with the Eight of Wands. When he got caught with Samantha Koenig, I believe it was pronounced, that's when the communication came in fast, because he started telling everything. He started saying how he had bodies in certain places, and he was trying to cut deals with a lot of the DAs and, you know, private prosecutors and things like that. So I think that's probably why the Eight of Wands is there. Let's see how he feels for now after he's convicted. Oops, excuse me. This card. And he feels the Two of Cups reversed after he's been convicted. So this could be a love relationship, a friendship, any type of relationship that he had with someone. It could have even been somebody who was just close to in his family, mother, father, grandma. But he felt like that was a very important relationship to him. And when he got arrested, that bond was broken. So that bothered him when he was arrested. Hold on, another one for it. Yeah, and Judgment. He felt that Judgment was calling him to do the right thing. So not only was he telling them pretty much everything, he was like diarrhea of the mouth, basically. Like, he, you know, as sorry for saying it that way, but it's like, that's basically what he was. It's like, once he started speaking, he never stopped. It's like he enjoyed being able to get the attention for what he had done. So let's see why Judgment is here. It's too many. Just one, please. Okay, yeah. After he admitted, like I said, he was kind of boasting from what I know about all of his, like I said, he was convicted of 3, you know, and I know this is 9, but he had +8, you know, so I think he was very proud of, you know, what he had done, his work, and he wanted to share it with everybody, and that's why he was basically telling stories. And I do think he probably exaggerated on some things, because some things, I mean, you could tell he was just enjoying the attention for those things. But for the most part, I think he was telling the truth. And so I think he was wanting everybody to basically praise him and say, great job for being a professional serial killer. I mean, it's kind of the vibe I get. Let me see. Why is the Ace of Cups reversed here? Because the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. So he felt like as a child that he would always try to maybe grow something, invest in something, but with his family, or, you know, even by himself, but somehow it never worked out. Like, he tried to harvest it, but it just didn't, it wasn't what he expected, basically. And I don't know if someone interfered with that, or if he felt like someone interfered with that or didn't help him with that. But I think that was something that was bothering him, and he kept that on his mind for most of his life, because he had the Five of Pentacles come out right after that, which means Yeah, he was feeling Six of Wands in reverse next to the Five of Pentacles in upright, which means he was feeling out in the cold, and he was feeling as if he had usually the Six of Wands upright is like notoriety, celebration, people paying attention, like basically just notoriety. So like I said, you know, you're oops, excuse me. So for the Ten of Wands, you had the Temperance come out in reverse. The Temperance came out in reverse, I think, for the Ten of Wands because he was supposed to put the burden down and he was ready to. But I'm not sure if he put it all down, and that's what kind of left the Temperance out of reverse. And if he did it in an improper way because he ended up killing people, and so that's not really a proper way to balance it. So his mind and his emotions were out of balance whenever he tried to put the Ten of Wands down. So the Page of Wands came out in reverse for next to the King of Pentacles. So I feel like that's more of like picking up on an immature energy on his part. I don't think someone came in and gave him a message of like immaturity or to hurt anybody or anything like that. I think he was already thinking it, and I think that was his energy bringing that Page energy in, like he was ready to start the murdering, and that's what he started doing with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. He was taking more than he was giving. And here, here is the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune, I mean, it starts to spin. I'm sorry, my nose. It starts spinning. Basically, like if something's supposed to happen and you don't do it, it'll start to spin regardless of whether you want it to or not. It can spin in either direction. It can spin in your benefit, or it can spin in the opposite direction. But if you don't make some type of move, which he didn't, he kept continuing doing what he was doing, the Wheel of Fortune went ahead and spun for him. So that's why the Eight of Wands came out with the communication about what he did. Yeah, because here's the moon. The moon is secrets. That's a Cancer card. And that's coming out with everything. So that's, like I said, he basically, like I said, he was very proud of what he did, and he was telling them, from what I understand, I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus the camera. There we go. He was trying to tell them in most of the videos how proud he was and like tell them where bodies were. But I think a lot of the time he was just trying to get attention and get out of the cell. So he had the Two of Cups reversed for how he felt after he got arrested, and he has the Queen of Swords to go with that. And I think because he said he had whoops, I'm sorry, I dropped 2 cards. He said that he had a bad childhood, but I'm not really sure by looking at this. Maybe that was somebody else in his life that took the place of his mother, like a grandmother or aunt or something like that. But he missed that, or a girlfriend. He missed that connection. So let's see why Judgment is here also for Israel Keys. He's defensive about that. He doesn't really, he's still not really giving it up. He's kind of like knows that he's supposed to tell everything and knows that's what his calling is, but he's still playing back and forth with them about it a bit. You know, he enjoys the game. Like I said, he likes to get out of the cell. He likes the attention. He likes feeling like he's important, and so that's the main reason he keeps kind of telling little bits by little bits by little bits. So let's see why the Nine of Cups is here. The card fell. Let me grab it. Sorry if it shakes the camera. But you have the Nine of Cups here for the Nine of Cups. And I think that is because even, like I said, he was bringing in all this emotion with the Nine of Cups of celebrating, you know, with friends and family. I think he is still trying to give little bits here and there with the Knight of Cups. I think he's still sticking to his stories as far as, you know, how many women it was, or, you know, victims it was, things like that. So I think he feels, I think it's like, you know, in case you didn't hear, I'm going to bring it to you so that you get to know what was going on, because I spent a lot of time, like hard time and effort on committing this, and I just kind of want to share it with everybody. Like, that's the energy I get off the card. He's very proud of what he's done. And anybody who wasn't able to join him, he wants to bring them the cup so that they can join him, even if the party's over. So let's see what the Purpose of Life Oracle is that he's going to give us. Okay, of course it fell away across the room, excuse me. The Purpose of Life Oracle is animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust the inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. I think that's coming out because he did not treat animals fairly and he did not treat them correctly. And that's obvious with what he's made his own statement in the interrogation. So, again, this is going to be the reading on Israel Keys. Like I said, it was requested by Bridget Harrison. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are subscribed, thank you very much. If you enjoyed it and you're not subscribed, please do. We're still working on kind of upping our subscribers every now and then. I'm still doing a contest where I pick 2 people to win a free reading. I just recently did one, but I'll be doing one again soon, so I'll let y'all know about it. Like I said, I just want to thank you again for being part of Southern Soul Tarot family. Like I said, and if you haven't joined yet, we would love for you to be a part of it. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if y'all have any suggestions or anything like that about another serial killer or a celebrity or just astrology or anything like that in general, just please leave it in the comment box and I'll get back to you about it, or I'll make a video about it. So once again, thank you, and I hope y'all have a great night. Bye.